Wendy, I know there's no comparison, but we all been cheated on at one point in our lives or in our lifetime as adults. In your particular situation, I know how it is to be in that situation. I'm not comparing myself, but I'm saying the situation as far as an ex having an Instagram, right? And you knowing about the other person and you knowing their Instagram. So you're able to go and look at their Instagram and see what they're doing, what's going on, yada, yada, yada. Yes, that could eat you alive, and it will eat you alive. This is not the best angle. No, I have to do another video because the trolls are going to clown me. Um, but I order you, and when I say I order you, to vow yourself to never, ever, ever click on any of theirs or either of their Instagram, social media, Facebook, TikTok, anything, YouTube. Do not look at anything, period. I don't care how tempting it is. You must not ever look back. That's the only way to get over it. It's the only way to move on. And that's how I moved on. In the beginning of any breakup, you're still curious about the person's life because you were involved in their life on a daily basis, right? So to continue that routine, you would continue that by looking at their social media, seeing, oh, they posted, or even checking the message to see the last time they were online, like WhatsApp, for example. That can be tormenting. It will kill you. And the best way to truly find happiness and to get over it is to never look at their Instagram. Never, ever, under no circumstance, ever go to any of their pages and look at any of their posts. Never. I don't care. Don't do it. How hard it is, keep telling yourself, don't do it. Stop. Whenever you think about it, whenever you go to the computer, whenever you feel like you're going to click on it, stop, go somewhere else, do something else. Keep distracting yourself until you find yourself doing something else, and then you then forgot about checking their social media. And then maybe at one point you may think in an hour or 2 hours, I have to check, I have to see what they're doing. I want to see a photo. Stop. Tell yourself, stop it. Don't do it. Don't. Go to the gym. Go for a walk. I don't care. Go bake a cake. I don't care. Go sew something. Go learn to play the piano. Do whatever you have to do. Make a phone call. Go clean out your closet. Go take a bath. Put a mask on your face. Go to the nail shop. Whatever it is, just keep distracting yourself. And then the next time you think to look at their profile, it's going to be in a couple of days. And then tell yourself, no, I've been going already these many days without checking, so I'm not going to click on that profile. Distract yourself. Tell yourself, stop. Stop it. When I taught clients who have these ruminating thoughts, who had obsessive compulsive thoughts and behaviors, there are all these different methods you can use to distract yourself. One is thought stopping. It's a way to block the thoughts that are reoccurring. So you have to give yourself another thought whenever that original thought comes up, which is, I need to check that Instagram. No, tell yourself, stop. Whenever you think you have to check that Instagram, you come up with your new thought as of, no, I'm not going to check the Instagram. Instead, I'm going to go finish my hobby. I don't know if you're quilting a blanket, learn to knit a sweater. The holidays are coming up. Whenever you think of doing that, I say, no, finish that sweater. You go and start knitting that sweater. Play some music. Do not play any music that's low vibrational. Do not listen to low vibrational emotional music. It is depressing. You have to listen to upbeat music. Sometimes it's hard to do that when you're feeling on a low vibrational level. But you have to force yourself to only listen to high, upbeat, high vibrational music. Okay? Obviously, examples would be love songs, the blues. Though some gospel songs too can be a little bit low vibrational. Not saying that it's like negative or depressing, but it is like it's emotional and it can put you in that like really emotional mood. So you don't want to feel emotionally vulnerable. So you're going to listen to happy, upbeat music, even if you don't feel happy. So now it's already 6 months. You haven't checked their Instagram. And for whatever reason, you get a thought. You don't know where it came from. I have to check their Instagram. What are they doing now? I wonder how the little girl's looking now. Like, oh, like I heard they got a new, car, whatever. Whatever it is. No, remember, you promised yourself, you made an agreement, never, ever, ever, under any circumstance. You do have some control. I know it might be hard. I mean, the only thing you may not be able to control is if you're in a grocery store and there happen to be a damn magazine right there, which I haven't seen any magazines. So you do have control. I'm sorry it's hard, but there's ways. Your YouTube, you can block certain stuff from popping up. As long as you don't click on something, it's not going to pop up. So if you have if you have a YouTube account, if you happen to have clicked on any videos relating to that, then you're going to get a flood of videos, like 100 videos of that topic or that subject or that person. So you may have to create a new YouTube account, so that you don't have any history of checking anything related to who. So now nothing about who will ever show up. And you have to watch specific things because of the algorithm, the computer is going to start dishing out things. So if you watch something about dogs, then you're going to get 1,000 videos about dogs. If you watch something about, I don't know, baking a cake, then you're going to get all these like recommendation videos about baking. So that's how that works. So you can't control your environment. You can't control it. Whoever is around you, you have to be very stern with them that you do not invite any information regarding who, and who, and the who. All three of them. You don't want to hear anything ever. You never ask for the information, any updates. If anyone happens to violate your wishes, you have to disconnect from them because they're not helping you. You don't want that information. You are trying to forget about it like it never existed. So you don't have to be reminded of it to be continuously hurt. Okay, your son is grown. If you for any reason have to communicate with your ex, you can do it to your son. You don't have to communicate with him directly because your son is grown. There is nothing to discuss like, oh, he's like, in school or I don't know, whatever. He's not a minor. So you can't avoid it. You can. UCAN. You can do it. And it is hard. And I tell you, since me and my ex broke up, I done it. It was hard, but now it's like a year. Yeah, it seemed like a year since I haven't checked anything since we have broken up. So yeah, it'll get easier. It'll go from, I don't know if you are, but I would assume you are. I know. I don't know how I started. It's like all of a sudden this should just start coming out of nowhere. Excuse my French. Everything just started coming out of nowhere. All the YouTube videos popping up with the who Instagram. I'm like, whoa, what is this? I didn't even know they had an Instagram. And for the first time ever, even though I knew about the situation 2 years ago when everyone else found out, the first time ever, I happened to click on Instagram and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I know that would be devastating for me if I was in your shoes, Wendy. So don't ever, under no circumstance, look at anything that's been, don't even go to their Instagram, don't go to the Twitter, don't go to the YouTube, don't go to the Facebook, don't go to the TikTok, don't go to anything, ever, ever, under no circumstances. Do not read about, do not look or follow up on anything. That's the only way you're going to make it through this. This is the only way you're going to survive this. And you will. But you cannot look back. So I did it, and now it's like, just say, now you're going to say, oh my God, it's 1 year now. I haven't looked at anything. I wonder what's going on now. Still don't do it. Still don't do it. At what point can you do it? I don't know. I think the only point of the circumstance that I think you would, I say that you would be allowed to look back is after you found full happiness. And that will not happen within the first year or the second year. It's not possible. I'm going to say it's not possible, but just theoretically, like, any general relationship takes a year to get over. So you're talking about a 20-year marriage. So just logically, a 20-year marriage, how long do you think it's going to take for you to just renew yourself and be free and ready to be fully open to find someone and try to like replace what you had? It's very difficult. So, not until you truly find someone. Not that you went on a date and like, oh, he's not liking it, and then like posting we're in love. No. Don't get ahead of yourself. You have to be patient and wait. And then you have to know that person. Hopefully you already have known that person for some years. Hopefully it's a good old friend. You just never knew that you had something in common. But maybe, okay, you know someone you date for a while, and say about a year, if you're doing good in a year or so, then you can start posting about this person. Do not start posting anybody that you've been dating under a year. It's just, don't do it. Don't. Because it's not a guarantee, and then it's even more hurtful that it doesn't work out, and then it's like, well, what happened, like, and then, and I see people do it all the time. Not just saying that, I'm not trying to like say that you're doing this, but I know people on my Facebook, they meet someone, they go on a couple of dates, and then everything you're posting, and then a few months later, nothing. And then maybe like a year or two later, they'll meet someone else. Sorry, it's cold. See, like, you can tell it's cold when my nose is like red. I got a wool coat and a sweater. So, and then they'll do it like a year later, they'll meet someone, and then they'll post stuff, and then they break up. And it's like, it's a little immature, you have to wait, you have to know it's serious before you just throw it to the world. But Wendy, that's your prescription. I got your dress here ready. I'm excited. I took it to the cleaners to get altered. Unfortunately, I can't find anybody to alter the dress because it's sequin and it's very complicated. They said basically the whole dress will just come apart if they take one line out, and they'll have to redo it. So I got a bigger size to fit the bust, but what you can do, I'm going to buy you a silk type belt so you can, I know you like to show your waist. And then I look forward to see you wearing your dress. I candy for it. You want to see? So here it is. Ready, it's hanging here. And I put this note, don't tear the tags off, because it's brand new with the tags. So I don't know. If I mail it, what would they do with it? I'm scared. I want to wait till you start the show again